your podcast. Can't shoot you the shit. Gringo flaco con el guatón culiado. One way your podcast. One way your podcast.
So hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of What Way Podcast. After how fucking long has it been, Chris? How long has it been?
I mean, because the last one we recorded like a month ago, but we didn't have it up till like 3 weeks ago?
Till like a week after, because we had problems with the guest that he didn't record himself using headphones. So I think you did that. You did that whole production phase. Was it a pain in the fucking ass?
It was a pain in the ass, and then it turned out still pretty bad. People were like, it sounds like you recorded this in a laundry machine.
It sounds like you used a potato to record this. Yeah, I know. Fuck. And then after that, we just all kind of like got really busy.
Yeah. Dude, you're blowing up.
I know.
This elephant in the room, man. You're blowing up.
I'm blowing up. I think I'm going to have to start to charge you now for doing this podcast. You're going to have to pay me in order for me to come here. You know, just give a little bit of my time to say, okay, yeah, I'll do it with you. How many followers you got? 80,000? Small potatoes. No, but actually we haven't talked at all. Like, a lot of people, I don't know if it's happened to you, but a lot of people have asked me, hey, what's going on with What Way? Like, is it done? Like, did you cancel it, or are you not going to do it anymore? Did you guys have a fight? You know, like, they asked me.
I've gotten a few messages, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. A lot of people asking me, like, a lot of different shit, and it's just that we haven't been able to be as consistent as we would like, you know? At least on my end.
No, it happens, man. Life happens.
Life happens, and it gets in the way of all of us. So what the hell have you been doing? Because even if you don't believe it, I haven't even talked to Chris. For the listeners out there, I haven't even talked to Chris either. Like, I remember he left me a WhatsApp on Monday, and then I answered like a Friday. The fucking douchebag.
Yeah, I was like, man, okay, all right, well, he's doing his thing.
You're like, what a fucking cocksucker. I'm totally sorry, man. Like, and then I remember that on Friday I started to scroll down. I'm like, oh man, I hadn't even seen these. Because have you noticed that when you get like too many messages, they'll like fill up your screen, and you usually just look at like that part. You don't really scroll down. At least in
definitely.
WhatsApp.
If I like push somebody off for a day and a half, then it'll get pushed down further, and then it's like no chance I'm gonna. It happens. I got blacklisted.
But no, it won't happen with you at least again, man. I'm totally sorry.
You're a fair weather friend.
Yeah.
You're a fair weather friend.
That could be a word of the day.
Word of the day. Listen up. Word of the day. That's nuts.
Okay, so fair weather friend. What the hell is that for the people that don't know?
So it's like when things are going well. It's also, you can say, like, somebody's on the bandwagon. But
on the bandwagon, okay.
Yeah, it's like when things are going well, they're all about it. Like, you know, their sports team's winning, they fucking love them. Their sports team losing, like, they don't want anything to do with them.
Okay, so it's fair weather friend.
Yeah.
So, like, you're only friends, like, when it's safe to be a friend? You know, like, he's doing okay, so he's never going to ask me for money type of thing?
I think it's like... maybe it goes back to that. I don't know if anything in particular. Seeing as how like we both work with social media, it would just be like, well, you know, guys haven't posted anything really cool in a couple weeks, so fuck him.
I haven't liked any of his posts lately, so he can go fuck himself. So how has it been for you? I don't even know how long ago was the last time that we talked. Like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
It's been all right. Yeah, it's been good.
What have you been up to lately?
I've been in my cave, talking to my butler. Now, so a couple like small companies wanted me to make little videos for them, which was cool.
Okay.
So I don't know, I got to do that, which was they asked me for a few things, and I ended up making the video, and they were like, you know what, actually don't do anything that we just said. And I was like, well, I just recorded it. Like, what the fuck do you...
Oh, God, do I fucking hate when that happens, man. God, do I hate when that happens.
It was real bad. I was like, all right, lesson learned. What did we learn today?
What did we learn today? Yeah, I totally hate when they say, like, listen, we would really like to do this with you. Like, all right, so it's settled then. We're going to do it, right? Yeah, okay, it's settled. All right. And then I don't hear from them, like, ever again. And then I ask, like, okay, so what's going on? Like, oh, yeah, that, yeah, oh, yeah, we forgot to tell you that, no, we're not going to do it, actually. You know, like, really? Really? You fucking cocksucker. I hate it when they do that.
Just follow up. Yeah, they don't follow up, yeah.
Exactly, you know, like, I won't get mad if you say, nah, listen, we're not going to do it with you, or we found a better candidate, or whatever, but follow up, man, you know? It's like it's the humane thing to do. You know?
Yeah.
At least tell me, like, no, fuck off, buddy, you know? Or like, nah, we ain't doing it anymore. But you got to find out about it, you know? God, I just hate it.
Yeah.
And go on.
In this case, it was like they were like, make sure you show the box that we're going to send you. Like, show this. We love our packaging. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I recorded. I had to like go to the other side of town and like find the right place to record, and then like make the apartment look right, and then I show the box and everything. And afterwards, I sent them the videos, and they were like, yeah, we just talked to our marketing team, and it's really important you don't show the box or the packaging.
Oh my God!
How do you do that? It's so cruel.
It's cruel. And how the hell do they go? Like, how do they go from to us, our packaging is really important, to our packaging fucking sucks, don't show it?
They like had a creative meeting apparently, and they decided to change their packaging from the time I recorded to the time that they saw it.
Yeah, okay, so you were outdated.
Yeah,
so
it was like
outdated.
a period of 4 days, and they had like a really important meeting that changed everything.
God, man, it's cruelty, bro. I think that's what it is. It's cruelty. It's cruelty, man. Like, why? Oh God, but, a lot of people have it a lot harder out there, though.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We gotta fucking deal with these companies. You know what has happened to me though? I've been tried to get fished like so many goddamn times.
Try to get fished? What the hell?
Yeah,
fished?
like phishing, like with a PH. It's like when they try to steal your data.
Oh yeah, well. Yeah, I've got it. I mean, a couple times I've gotten messages from people, and I asked you about it, and you were like, "Oh, they're trying to fuck with you." You had like the immediate response, but you're saying this happens to you all the time? I've only gotten it a couple times.
It's happened to me now, like crazily. Like every single day, I'll get at least 3 that don't get filtered to spam, and they get like to my inbox. Like, look, listen, I'll read you this one, all right? So for people that don't understand, like, what phishing actually is like they'll try to sell you a message or something that is, like, really interesting just to get you to click a link. And then when you click that link, you're totally fucked. They'll steal your content or whatever. Like, I know of a couple of guys that it happened to them, like Ruta del Silencio, it happened to him. So they'll tell you, listen, we have a new product that is an app, just like Spotify, for example, and we would like to pay you $500 if you would mention it in your video, like it sounds like from there on, it sounds pretty bullshitty, like nobody gets up and asks you $500. So they'll tell you, if you want to do it, you have to record yourself using the app. So here's the download link for the app. So install it, and then you can do the video. So as soon as you click on it, then they get access like to your passwords and shit, and they'll hold your channel hold your channel ransom. I swear to God. I swear to God, buddy.
Hold your channel ransom.
I swear to God, bro. Like they'll tell you, okay, we got your channel now. Like we'll delete it if you don't pay us like $500 like now.
What?
I swear to God. Like I'm telling you, this guy, Ruta del Silencio, he has a channel on YouTube where he talks about like paranormal shit, like ghosts and mythology of Chile. And it happened to him. So you would visit his channel, and all he had were like million videos of like Bitcoins, and one that was live of like Bitcoin trade going up or something. You would Google his YouTube channel, and then that's all that would be there.
Just a huge change in like anything you're talking. Like, a huge theme change.
Yeah. So in the end, he was able to get it back because like Google knows about these kind of fucking scams, but it's still a pain in the ass because they could potentially steal like the revenue that you have accrued up to that point.
Oh man.
So it's fucking a pain in the ass. So I guess that when you get bigger, these guys are like, yeah, he's getting bigger, so let's fuck him up.
Okay, but every single time it's like the same thing, or like.
They have some variations, but you can totally tell. Okay. They can totally tell they're fake. Look, I'll read you one that I got. Look.
All right. I hope I get one of these someday.
So look, this is an email from NetEase in China. All right. So it says, my official work. It starts with the email, which is jueliong@corp.netease.com.
Yeah.
Okay, and it says, Dear Críticas Culés, it's in English. Okay? And it says...
In bad English, right?
Right. Okay, so look, I'm going to read it to you like verbatim. So it says, Dear Críticas QLS, I'm Isabel, a fan of yours who has been following your YouTube channel for a long time. Okay, like Isabel, who lives in China, loves my channel, and for a long time. Yeah, okay.
Love you long time.
Yeah.
Love channel long time.
She loved me long time, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay. Says, fortunately for me, working in an influencer agency, I would be delighted to have long-term cooperation with such a splendid person like you. This is...
It goes back to long time, long term.
Long term. I swear to God, I'm reading it verbatim. Back to the point, we mainly promote products like games, online retailers, entertainment applications, etc. In my opinion, I do feel that your channel is extremely suitable for our products after searching for a number of US YouTubers. Like, I'm not even based in the US. You know?
Yeah.
We could exchange WhatsApp accounts if it is convenient. I'll contact you ASAP for further details, including your profit and schedule. And then they'll give you like an information, like a WhatsApp number that's from China, a Skype that is like actually that is fucking literally 1234567 at qq.com. You know? And then if you're interested, please feel free to let me know. I'm like, yeah, all right, buddy.
Okay, so that's definitely scammy.
That's totally scammy. It's totally scammy. Like, here's another one. My name is Julia. No, this one's in Spanish, but I'm going to translate it. My name is Julia, and I would like to make an offer with you. They said that they talked to me before and that I didn't answer. So basically what they want me to do is to promote a personal Instagram account.
Yeah.
It's an Instagram account of a chick that's called @Sans_Maria. So I'm going to look for her right now, actually, because I haven't done this part. Yeah, look. So I look for that, Sans Maria, and it's all full of fucking Chinese caps.
Oh, man.
It's all fucking full of Chinese characters. Okay, so I'm gonna read it in Spanish anyway. La promoción irá a Sans María. Ella es una mujer de negocios con un contenido de Instagram hermoso y estimulante. Ella tenía otra cuenta, pero la perdió e hizo una nueva. Así que estamos haciendo la promoción para recuperar a los seguidores. Estamos interesados en, ¿cachai? So they're talking about that. And they also want my statistics. You know, could you share your Instagram statistics with us? Yeah, like, yeah, totally. Here you go, you total fucking stranger.
That information, that's really weird. I did get one message from, it was like, Joy Buy at China. It was a place from China that was, they sell like cheap products.
Joy Buy? That's what it's called?
It was Joy Buy, yeah.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, if you can make a video just promoting us. And I was like, I'm not sure if I'm, like, why would I be the person that, like, there are other people that would make videos that are more for that audience that buys, like, random shit online.
Exactly,
like, sure
exactly. Yeah, like, you gotta be really careful with this shit. You know, because some, like, I think for people here that English is not their first language, you could totally fall for it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because
definitely.
Because the nuances are, like, really subtle, like, hard, you know? Like, to me, at least, Isabel that lives in China and loves my channel, you know, like, fuck, that's fucking bullshit, you know? Like, never... I think they can't even use YouTube in China, can they?
That's right. It's totally banned.
I think it's totally banned, right? So she's risking going to jail for the rest of her life just to watch my fucking videos. Yeah, all right. You know, she's risking getting publicly hanged just for watching my videos.
Those Chinese concentration camps.
Totally, you know, getting the
which actually exists. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So yeah, she's risking fucking COVID-19 and getting publicly, you know, stoned to death for watching my channel. Yeah, all right. You know,
whatever they do in China. Yeah,
sounds totally legit. So yeah, so people and creators out there, be careful, because especially after the fucking quarantine, like, a lot of people, there have been a rise in fucking scams, man. It's been tenfold. You know,
it's like it's a new job almost. I mean, the amount of people need more money, right? So they might as well just scam around.
Yeah. Oh God, I've been wanting to sneeze for a while now. This happened to me.
It looks like it.
I know. This happened to me a couple of days before live. I was like this, and I just looked fucking horrible. Everybody thought, man, we thought you were having a heart attack. You know, like live on camera having a heart attack. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's allergies, man. I hate fucking having allergies. I hate it.
Has a YouTuber died in the middle of a live? Well, is that a thing that's occurred?
Well, I'm not really sure. Maybe I would be the first one, you know? I could go down in the history books. First YouTuber to fucking die on stream. I think that people have streamed, like, suicide attempts and beating up people or shit, but I don't think anybody... Like, I heard about this guy, Essica. Did you ever hear about him?
No, Essica?
No. He was like a Super Smash Bros. Streamer.
Okay.
So he was pretty famous in the States. I never saw his content or anything. I just heard about the news. And he did an Instagram live where he was going to say that he was going to fucking off himself.
Oh,
I think that they demonetized his I think that they deleted his Twitch account and his YouTube account like at the same time. Like all this fucking money totally like one day just went. And I think he snapped. Wow. You know, and I think he snapped, and the next day they found him like he jumped off a bridge.
Okay, so he was probably not going to actually kill himself.
So
he was just threatening.
So when he was doing like the Instagram live, there's even footage of like the cops getting in there. And he's like, please don't come in. He's like, please don't come in. All I want to do is drink some Jack Daniels and watch pornography. You know, that's what he was saying. Like he was, and he's like, the revolution will not be silenced. He was like saying like just the weirdest ass crap. So they even take him out like in a stretcher, and he's still like yelling and saying like random ass stuff. And then the next day that he killed himself.
Oh, dude, that's horrible.
That's totally horrible. That's just fucking horrible, man. Like, I really feel for those kind of people that I don't understand how they get like so depressed and shit.
To go depressed, to try to make a stunt out of it. You know, like, to do an Andy Kaufman stunt, and then it goes wrong, and then it turns out, like, you know what, maybe I should just kill myself. Like, this is...
Yeah.
They deleted my account.
I think his was an actual cry for help, you know? Like, you can tell because he fucking actually did kill himself. And I've heard of, like, people, like, remember what happened in that mosque or something? Like, this guy that recorded himself. I don't know if he live streamed it, but I know that he recorded himself shooting people.
Oh, yeah.
At a mosque. And then at the end he said, and remember, subscribe to PewDiePie. Oh, God, man.
That's so dark.
Imagine fucking PewDiePie, man. Like, thinking, like, why the fuck is this cocksucker naming me?
Yeah, that's fucking terrible.
God, that's terrible, because you know how fucking people in the internet, they love, like, they love, like, to name communities after something, you know? So the people, like, trying to hate on PewDiePie, they were waiting for something like that. Oh, look, PewDiePie's fan base are just, you know, mosque shooters.
Oh, God.
God, you know? Like, how the fuck do you distance yourself from that?
I don't know, man. That's just one of those... You can't. That's such a black stain. Mm-hmm. But then again, PewDiePie, he's just trucking. He seems like he's totally fine.
No, he's totally fine, of course, yeah. But at the moment, of course, it was horrible, you know? Like, it just gives people, like, the opportunity to say stupid shit. You know? And that's what totally sucks. So,
what's you been up to? How's the quarantine? Things have been going, you know. How you been doing?
Things have been going all right. Like, I've been a bit busy, but you know, I don't mind that totally. Made a couple of new friends, so I've been enjoying that too.
That's the humble brag. Another word of the day, maybe.
A humble brag? No, not really. I mean, like, I'm actually.
I'm just kidding.
I'm making new friends. You know how this fucking business is, right? And it's really hard to make fucking friends. You know, people that you can trust on, that you can trust in. Sorry. So yeah. So it's been okay. It's been fun. I've been working a bit, getting a lot of like deals and shit. So it has been fun for the most part.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about you? I heard that you had like a comedy show coming up, or did it already happen?
I've had 2 comedy shows. One for the 4th of July. My next show is the 21st of August, and I'm working on that stuff right now. The new songs and some new jokes. I want to do like a late night. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show up like with a suit on and sort of like spit out with a suit. Topical jokes.
Yeah, you should totally do that, man. Like start it out like with a Jimmy Fallon type crap.
Yeah, like a Conan, Jimmy Fallon. So I've been studying like the style of writing those type of jokes.
Yeah. So you have to look back at like what happened during the week. And,
it's like
and throw jokes about it.
Exactly. You find like the most topical things. The first sentence has to be as like specific and clear as possible.
Yeah. So did you hear about what happened with this? And then the punchline.
And then you can say like what happened with the Russian vaccine, and then you can throw in
the Russian vaccine. So when is that getting here? Is it any good? Because I've heard a lot of people like saying that it's practically like just water. And other people saying, it's just water. It's a syringe with water in it. And other people saying like, yeah, no, it's really, really good. But who's lying, Chris? Tell me, who's lying? Who has our best interest in heart?
So, okay, Russia wants to always be the first to do everything, right? Because they still have like the Cold War in their brain, so they want to be the first ones with the vaccine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Apparently they were the first. Apparently Russia was also the first ones on the moon. Another conspiracy theory I recently heard.
Well, that's not a conspiracy though. The Sputnik was the first satellite, and it was Russian.
Or they had the first man on the moon, but they didn't record it.
Oh, okay. Oh no, that I don't know. I know they sent a dog.
Oh, right.
Like that, you know, but I don't know if they sent somebody like an actual person. So yeah, and they called the vaccine Sputnik 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they remind themselves that like they were the first.
There you go. Yeah, fuck, I love it, man. So did you see? There's like this meme of Putin. He's like on top of a bear. He's like riding a bear.
And they have the giant vaccine.
He
on
has
his
a
back.
giant vaccine. But did you see that he uploaded it to his own account?
Oh, that's awesome.
That's totally awesome, man. I saw it. I was like, fuck, this man is a god. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he uploaded it like to his own account. Here, let me see if I can find it. He uploaded it to his own account and said something like, yeah, you know, it's pretty hard to save the world. You know, something like that. You know,
It's hard to save the world.
It's a hard job to save the world, but you know, what else am I going to do? You know, something like that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Vladimir Putin. Where's this page?
I definitely also seen some posts from Russians that are like, you know, I can't believe my country would rush something like this, and I'm very ashamed. Like,
really? Well,
yeah,
see, that's the thing.
They tested it on like 76 people.
They tested it on his daughter.
On his own daughter.
On
But
his
76
own daughter.
people.
Yeah, totally.
That's not. You can't get it. And Russia backs it as like, yeah, we found it, guys. Like,
Yeah, we're done.
We're the ones.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, true,
That's
man.
insane.
True. Like, yeah, if it's 76 people, I didn't know that they had. I didn't know that they had tested it on so few people.
That's and then it gets like the patented, like Russian approved. With 76, you can't do that. That's just irresponsible. Yeah.
That's irresponsible. It totally is irresponsible. But I mean, aren't there certain entities that should regulate that kind of thing, or not in Russia?
Not in Russia doesn't care.
Russia doesn't give a fuck about what you think. They say they got the cure, so they have the cure.
Is there I don't think there's an administration. I think it's just Putin. Yeah, Putin says, "I found it. Like, we got it, guys."
Yeah, so Putin says that. Man, I can't find the picture of him on the bear with the fucking huge vaccine on his back. Man, I'm looking at his fan page, but I just can't find it. You know, because he did this like because when did they announce this vaccine? This
was like a week ago.
Like a week ago,
it wasn't that long
right?
at all.
Like a week ago, right? So this guy, he must update his page like every 5 minutes because I have fucking tons. I've scrolled down for a long fucking time, and I'm still on August. So yeah, I don't know where the fuck it is, man. But he did though. I know he did.
Oh yeah,
I know he actually did upload.
And then I saw this thing that was China developed a vaccine and wants to sell it to South America.
Really?
Did you see that?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't hear about that.
That was like a couple weeks ago. Which made me think like they want to test it first. This is like the testing market.
God.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd tried that out. Like, these fucking Chinese are the people that started this whole shit in the first place.
Yeah. And plus they want to steal your YouTube account, so fuck them.
Totally, yeah. They're trying to steal your account, doing phishing and shit. Yeah, God. Oh, God. So, what we should totally talk about is the upcoming, I was going to say the upcoming nuptials, the upcoming elections. Elections. So what the hell is going on with that? Because I honestly do not know. I'm pretty lost with that.
Oh, okay. So it's become an all-out dumpster fire.
An all-out dumpster fire. Okay.
It's reached levels of being a circus that it has never reached before.
Okay, so why is that?
Because the Democratic candidate Joe Biden, he recently announced his vice presidential nominee, or actually the vice president for himself. So if he gets elected president, this person will be the vice president, and it's a woman named Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris, okay.
And the funny thing is, so she has a lot of specifications. Like I think she's in the Senate in California. So she's been in the Senate for California for a long time. She has the right specifications. It's just that 5 months ago at the Democratic debates, she went really hard at Joe Biden. Like that was her target, was to destroy Joe Biden.
Really?
Yeah, and she said a bunch of things. First of all, she said that, and this was like she said it multiple times, like not only in the debates, but then like the day after on like The View, talking with Kamala Harris, the female vice president, which means the female Democratic nominee. Like she repeated this over and over again. First, she believes that Joe Biden like enforced segregation in the South, basically calling him a racist. Like
Yeah.
So he enforced segregationist policies, which were bad for black people in the United States. And then she went even further for a different thing, and she said that she believes Joe Biden's accusers of sexual assault.
Whoa. So he's been accused. Why is everybody being accused for sexual? Has everybody sexually assaulted in their life?
No, it's crazy because Joe Biden has one and Trump has 21 cases of sexual assault currently against him.
21, man. 21.
21!
Like, I'm telling you, these people are totally fucked. Like, actually, because if it's only about sex, could Trump not pay, like, a bunch of hookers?
Oh, of course.
There has to be some fucking weird-ass shit going on there, It has to be like a power struggle or something like that. Because if I'm Donald Trump and I have the money that Donald Trump has and I'm horny, I don't know, I Google fucking Lana Rhoades or whatever. It's like, listen, I want to make a movie with you. Just get, like, you and all the fucking porn actresses that I like. How much would it be? We'll shoot a film, and of course, it'll never come out, so that way I can watch it later and jerk off.
It seems like this is part of your contingent plan.
Whenever I'm going to be able to say that I made it when I can film orgies, consensual orgies,
direct and star,
orgies.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So Joe Biden got accused of sexual assault, and she like laid into him, saying that she completely believes his accusers. And then 5 months later, she's his vice president, for the campaign.
Wow, that's some House of Cards shit right there.
Yeah, and I guess it's just politics as usual. I've talked to some people about it. One of my friends was like, "Yeah, it's just how politics goes," and it's like it's true, but has it? That's really obvious. Like that's such a. I don't know.
It's just weird. I don't know. I just think that it hasn't been maybe that scene because it would be like if here, I don't know, if Beatriz Sanchez is running and then Cast wins presidency and then appoints her like his right arm or something like that. Like her right hand guy, a girl. I think it's just too different.
They both have similar policies, but just the fact that she thinks that he committed sexual assault, and then now they're like high-fiving and like let's go get it. Let's go get the president.
Hey, sorry for calling you a rapist. It wasn't me. I was a bit drunk. Like what? Like I just wake
multiple times.
I just waked up hating everything that day. Like what's going on with Kamala Harris?
Yeah, and then there's also the whole. Now it's also coming out that there's people who hate it on the left because it's like, well, did you choose her just because she is like of Jamaican? People keep saying African American, but she's Jamaican. Okay, so she's not African American.
Okay, so she's Jamaican. All right,
she's Jamaican and Indian. So now they're like, she's it's the first black vice presidential nominee, the first female vice presidential nominee, and the first Asian vice presidential nominee. It's like they're all identity politics like to the max with her as the nominee. Yeah,
like if there was a transgender senator, they would totally go with that one instead of this bitch.
Yeah, that's all she's missing is being transgender at this point.
Totally. Because here it says she is the first African American, first Asian American, and third female vice presidential running mate on a major party ticket after Geraldine Ferraro in 1984 and Sarah Palin in 2008.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin was like, what's the deal with her? Like, I remember there was a time where there were a lot of Sarah Palin porn spoofs. I saw one where I saw one where Lisa
just goes back to porn. Yeah,
I know, right? What's going on with me today? I saw one where Lisa Ann was portraying Sarah Palin. What's wrong with why do people want to see her getting fucked so much?
Because she was hot. She still is pretty hot. She was.
Oh, so it's only that. Okay, because I thought that too when I saw her. I'm like, yeah, she's a totally doable human being. But it's only that then.
No, the Sarah Palin story is like really fascinating, actually. And they made a movie about it called Game Changer.
Game Changer. Okay.
Which is Woody Harrelson, I think, is like the advisor. Somebody's John McCain. I forget who plays John McCain. But it's totally based on the true story. It's a great movie. And so what happened was John McCain, like, wanted to not just be the old white guy vote in 2008. Because he was going against Obama, right? So he needed to, like, do something sexy, because he's this old white war veteran. Like, who the fuck? Obama or McCain, right? Like,
yeah.
No one's gonna vote for McCain, so they're gonna vote for Obama.
Yeah.
And so McCain's like, I'm gonna get this best plan. Like, I'm gonna get, she's sexy, she's governor of Alaska,
she's smart.
She looks the part, like, and we can get her to speak a great speech. So they nominated her, like, basically after one conversation, they met with her and were like, you know what, she's the one. Let's get her.
Okay.
So they nominated her. They coached her up with the advisor, which was Woody Harrelson in the movie.
Okay.
But like in real life, they coached her up to give an amazing speech at the Republican National Convention. Of like, she is going to change the way that we do politics now.
Yeah.
Like a female Republican vice president. Like, imagine it. Like, we're gonna fucking kill Obama.
Yeah.
And she gives this great speech. It really is good about how she believes that we have to return to old American values. And she said this one thing like, what's the difference between an Alaskan mom and a pit bull? Or something like that. And she said lipstick.
Okay.
That was like her go-to line.
God,
it's
all
the
right.
lipstick.
It's the lipstick.
She's like, she's a fighter, right? She's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
She's a fighter. And she gave a great speech, and all of a sudden, the poll numbers after that speech went in favor of the Republicans. Like, they were going to beat Obama for.
Wow. Okay.
And then what happens was, like, if you get her to speak, just like George Bush, it was like if he had a prepared speech, he was awesome. But if he had to speak on the side and like you ask him any improvised questions, like she said the dumbest shit.
Oh, okay. Oh.
She had some really bad. She said she could see Russia from like her balcony.
All right.
It's like factually untrue.
Factually untrue, yeah. Yeah, I understand. Oh, God.
She said a bunch of wrong things, and then the more they got her to speak on her feet, like, the more it was obvious, like, okay, if she's vice president, like, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Like,
going to hell in a handbasket. I love that.
And so she ended up being the reason why John McCain lost. Well, one of the reasons why John McCain lost.
Holy fuck. All right. Yeah, I understand. So she helped out Obama without wanting to, like, inadvertently.
Yeah. And so, and this is the same way for this one as well, it seems like. And that it's like, Trump was losing badly.
Yeah.
Trump was, 2 weeks ago, Biden against Trump, it was like, 58% of the United States would vote for Biden, 42% Trump. Losing badly.
Okay.
Biden announces this vice president, Kamala Harris, and now they're almost even.
Fuck. Man.
Dude,
how come politics works like that, man? Like, politics, sorry.
It's such a shit show.
It's such a shit show. Yeah, that's what, yeah, it's a shit show. I totally don't understand, man. Any of that.
He could have taken a very simple vice presidential nominee and just gone the assured route, but he had to go like I need the sexy candidate.
Candidate, yeah. So what about, I was reading up on something this morning about that you had to mail in your vote now? Something like that.
Yeah.
So
that's a huge thing.
What's up with that? That sounds fucking shady if you ask me, man.
Because there's always like, fraud, voter fraud every year, every election.
Uh-huh.
But with mail-in votes, it could be even worse. Like, that's the big fear.
So what's going to happen is that supposedly now to vote, you would have to send your vote through mail, like through traditional mail?
Through traditional mail. They're not even doing internet. You would think that they'd fucking smarten up and say, okay, picture of your ID, all your information and your vote, and then we can... No, it's all literal. You have to mail in, vote in ballot.
Why the fuck? Why?
Because of coronavirus, man.
Yeah, but why not? Why not use the internet though?
Yeah, why did you use the internet? Exactly. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I get it. Like, they could hack it maybe or make it seem, but I don't know. But mail, like, really? Like, that's even worse, bro.
It's by far the worst decision.
It's by far.
Yeah.
Oh God, I thought that. I don't know. Like, when I read it, I thought that it was only mail in, like, to apply or something like that. Like, mail in, like, the fact that you are going to vote, not to mail the actual fucking vote.
Yeah.
So what about people that don't want to mail the fucking vote? Maybe that's why they're doing it.
I was talking to my dad, and he was like, Yeah, well, they're doing a system now where it's like people have to register. It's really easy. All you have to do is register, go to the registry like 3 months before the election, and then the day of the election you can easily vote. I was like, no one's going to register. Like,
well, yeah,
that's such a shit. Yeah, and he's like, you can just do it with your driver's license, and that's how you can get all these people who are younger that haven't registered to register. And I was like,
it just sounds like a horrible ass idea.
Yeah, everyone's so used to things online.
Totally, totally. Like, if you want to get the young voters, you totally get to it online. Totally.
I think it's Trump's decision that he wants to make it mail in, or with Republican control, they're going to try to lobby for it to be mail in because no young voters are going to fucking mail anything. So
yeah, well, that's the thing, and maybe that's what he's scared of.
I think that's what's happening, and I think that's what. Like, Trump could totally win this election again after completely fucking up.
Oh my god, that would be fucking hilarious, man.
It would be ridiculous.
That would be totally ridiculous, man. Like, hilarious, but in a bad way, like funny, like that you shouldn't really laugh about it, but it's still funny nevertheless.
Yeah. Plus, Trump has this other black stain, which is Jeffrey Epstein.
Whoa, totally. I haven't seen that documentary yet about him. There's one on Netflix, I think.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
I didn't go through the whole thing. I went on like a Jeffrey Epstein rabbit hole. Internet tear a couple days ago. Mm-hmm. And yeah, Trump has like, he went on that. So Jeffrey Epstein had like the airplane, the Lolita Express.
Yeah.
Where he have like underage prostitutes, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Women that he trained, like 15-year-old girls that he like had brought in and trained to have sex. Which is disgusting. It's so disgusting.
Fucking damn it, man. Like,
but on the black book, in the book of Lolita Express is Trump's name. He had like at least 2 trips in it.
Oh god.
And Clinton had like 26 trips on his fucking plane.
Oh my god. Why underage prostitution, man? Like, why can't it be like just clean old, good morally valid? Why not some good old fashioned prostitution? Why does it have to be underage? What is happening to the values of this country? but yeah, like, I don't know. Like, are you turned on like by little girls? I just honestly don't understand it, man. Like, I can get like a 20-something-year-old when you're older like that, but 15, man. Like, what the fuck is there?
Yeah, I think it's something about like they can get away with it,
Oh god,
they could.
They could. Well, they have talked a lot about this kind of shit, like in Hollywood especially, like pedophilia rings. Like, there's this guy Corey Feldman. You know who he is, right?
He was one of the Coreys in the 90s? Wasn't he? Yeah. He's in Stand By Me.
Yeah, well, Corey Feldman is still alive, and he was saying that he wanted to expose like a whole huge ass fucking pedophile ring in Hollywood. That basically that's what got him and Corey Haim so fucked up, because Corey Haim killed himself.
Oh, man.
Corey Haim killed himself, but like with drugs. Like, after that, so people were saying that he couldn't deal with the fact of like losing stardom because he was like really, really big in the late 80s, early 90s. Both the Coreys were really, really big, and then that he couldn't deal with the fact that like nobody liked him anymore. And then he got into depression, and that he started drinking. But according to Corey Feldman and some other people, it's like because he was like totally abused by a lot of guys, like including Charlie Sheen, bro.
What?
I know, man, I know. But the thing is, the problem is that Corey Feldman was like, okay, so I'm going to start a Kickstarter campaign so I can pull out my movie, but then he's going to like act in it. Like, it's not going to be like a documentary. It's going to be like a fiction where he's gonna
pedophile his younger self.
I'm not really sure. See, the problem is that he looks too much like a whack job, Corey Feldman, at this point of his career.
Okay,
like he could easily be dismissed. Like, nah, that fucking guy is crazy. Like I'm willing to give him a chance because like there's got to be some weird ass shit going on there, bro. But he just looks totally like a weird ass person. Like somebody that's like not all there, It's
just a total creep. He looks like a creep.
He looks like a complete creep. Like, have you seen his picture, like Corey Feldman now? He looks like a total fucking... He looks like Chucky, man.
Oh my god!
I'm telling you, man. He looks
Corey Feldman, 2020.
Corey Feldman, 2020. Like, if you look him up, he just looks kind of like Michael Jackson, kind of like a good guy. You know, like.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He looks like Charlie Sheen. He looks Charlie Sheen.
He looks like Charlie Sheen. Well, see, look, and if you look here, Corey Feldman accuses Charlie Sheen of raping Corey Haim in a documentary. Corey Feldman claimed in his new documentary that Charlie Sheen sexually abused Corey Haim in the 80s. Feldman, 48, alleged in My Truth, the rape of two Coreys, which premiered with technical issues in Los Angeles on Monday. Oh, fuck, I haven't seen that.
On this past Monday.
Let me see, when is this from? This is from March 10th, 2020, so it came out this year.
Okay.
That Haim confessed that Sheen had raped him in 1986 during the filming of Lucas. Haim was 13 and Sheen was 19 at the time of filming.
Oh my god.
Sheen, 54, has in the past vehemently denied all of Feldman's allegations and has reiterated his stance after the documentary came out. These sick, twisted, and outlandish allegations never occurred, period, Sheen said in a statement to Page Six via his publicist. I would urge everyone to consider the source and read what his mother, Judy Haim, has to say. Right, so I think his mom, this guy's mom was like, yeah, my fucking son is a nut job.
Okay.
My son never mentioned Charlie. We never talked about Charlie. It was all made up, she told Entertainment Tonight in 2017. If my son was here to hear all of this, he would throw up. Meanwhile, Feldman alleges otherwise. This wasn't like a one-time thing he said in passing. Feldman, crying, said in the documentary about Haim. It wasn't like, oh, by the way, this happened. He went into great detail. Haim told me, Charlie bent me over in between two trailers and put Crisco oil on my butt and raped me in broad daylight. Anybody could have walked by. Anybody could have seen it. Haim died from pneumonia in 2010 at the age of 38.
Oh, God.
Like, that's, like, really? So he put Crisco oil on his butt?
Man.
Like, I don't know. Like, so the whole mother thing, I'm not really sure. Like, just because his mom says this bullshit doesn't necessarily make it so. You know, like, there's some fucked up moms out there. What if she didn't care about her fucking son? Just looked at him like as a cash machine. Which has happened.
Sure.
Which has happened, you know, totally.
Especially with child stars.
Especially with child stars, man. Like, you got these parents that were like shit poor maybe, and then suddenly we can, yeah, so who cares? You know, like, did you watch the Leaving Neverland?
Dude, the Michael Jackson one's so fucked up, and I've gotten into it a little bit, like, but I didn't see the whole documentary.
It's a hard watch, man. It lasts like 4 hours at least.
It also came out so much after his death.
I know.
That it just seems like...
I know. Like, I'm not really sure, like, as to what, if I believe the kids or not. But at the same time, like, when I was watching it, I was like, how the fuck did the parents allow this shit to happen? You know, like, every time I was watching, I'm like, okay, let's say this is true. So how the fuck, like, if you have a kid, are you gonna let him sleep with some fucking stranger? Like,
I know, but it's Michael Jackson.
But it's
Michael Jackson.
But he's a stranger, though, man.
In the 80s, I would have let my kids sleep with Michael Jackson.
Totally.
Because, oh my god, you've seen Thriller.
Yeah, you've seen Thriller. Yeah, you've heard.
So iconic.
You've heard Remember the Time. God, it's so weird. Like, they would just leave him alone with him in a fucking house, take him out. I don't know, like...
If anybody could pull that shit off, it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and it's also poor people, right? So I remember, like, in the documentary, the mom was like, yeah, and he took us to Six Flags. It was so fun. No, not Six Flags. It must have been something even cooler. We went to Miami for the day. Wow, we'd never been to the beach. You know, it's like that kind of people, of course. You know, Michael Jackson puts you up in a fucking huge suite. Yeah, take my fucking kid. I don't even want to see him, you know? Vacation time, buddy.
Oh my god. He comes back with all these stories.
So what if Michael Jackson wanted to lick his asshole? I got a free vacation out of it. You know?
I got to meet Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, so Michael Jackson licked your asshole, but would you have gone to see Mickey Mouse before that?
I got to eat Mickey Mouse shaped waffles.
Exactly.
At Disney.
It's the best place in the world, bro. Everybody said it. You know, yeah, that's just messed up. I don't know.
The Epstein one is also similar in that, like, Maxine, like his right hand woman who is now in jail and is gonna divulge information. She like did research on like the girls basically that Epstein would ultimately like groomed to be his like prostitutes, more or less, or sex slaves, whatever.
Yeah.
Like they do research, man. They know exactly what people to look for.
Whoa! What do you mean? So what? There were like consenting adults behind all this shit. Also, like, is there like a madame of little girls?
Yes. There's like a little witch. There's like this witch who's like Maxine. God. I forget her last name. She's in all of Epstein's photos, but like they know. Okay, like there's this girl. You know, her family's divorced. That like her parents aren't around that often. You know, like another chick.
Yeah, like
she wants
Outcast, right?
Yeah, and like she also wants to be a model, so like that we can kind of play off that dream of hers. And they just go down the list of things they look for among these people.
It's just so messed up, man. Ugh.
Yeah, they're not dumb. Like they're conniving motherfuckers, and they know what to look for.
Yeah, and they know how to exploit certain people's like disabilities or lacking of money or whatever resources.
Yeah, they lack resources. And they have certain ambitions, and they say, okay, that's the combination, and that we can just exploit them.
And we can just exploit, So just get over here. We'll have some sex, and then hey, maybe you'll have a modeling career in a couple of years.
Yeah.
God,
it's obscene. It's obscene.
Yeah, it has to be like mentally challenged people, man, and also they're minors, right?
Yeah, well, it's the people that do it. Like, yeah, like, do they know what they're doing is terrible, or they just don't care? Or
I mean, it has to be a combination of both, because if these are conniving motherfuckers, they must have somehow convinced them that what they're doing is okay.
They themselves have to be like
they themselves must be all right with it.
Yeah, they don't seem to be like tortured by demons or anything. Like,
okay, so people, just in case if you're wondering what's up with this abrupt cut, so my friend Chris here, his phone stopped recording 10 minutes ago. God damn you, I hate you. That's all right, bro. It's just a problem. Hey, we can talk about the other shit that weren't able to make it in this cut. We can do it for the next episode.
Oh yeah, okay.
That way we have a lot more stuff to talk about.
We went to the mob for a second, and then Colonia,
we were talking about the mob and Colonia Dignidad, but I think that we could delve deeper into that, because it's interesting that you just heard about Colonia Dignidad just a week ago. Because, yeah, that's a stain on Chile for sure.
Oh, man, and Germany.
And totally, yeah, Germany. But it was here, bro. It was here in Chile. So, oh, God.
Dude, it's so
rough. That one. I remember in the 90s, man. I remember in the 90s, Paul Schaeffer and all that. Like, he was in the news, like, every single day.
Yeah, every single day.
Basically, because I remember that they were looking for him. And I remember that they found him a long time afterwards. He was, like, fugazi,
Yeah, he went to Argentina, right? And then they found him.
I think that they found him in Argentina, and he was like in a wheelchair, all totally fucked up.
Oh, he did the Pinochet, the classic Pinochet.
He did the Pinochet, yeah. He just ran the fuck out,
and then came back in a wheelchair.
Came back, he was like, "Oh, but I'm dying now. Please don't do anything." It's like also like the mobsters when they're gonna take them to trial, and they all have like gas masks and shit like that, like oxygen masks. And they're like, "Oh, my client is so sick." He can't go to the can. Look at him.
Yeah, the classic. My client.
The classic.
This will. I love the trial in The Godfather. I think it's part 2. When they're like, we deserve an apology. They're like the mob, and they're telling the judge, like, you're going to acquit us, and we deserve an apology, a personal apology.
Yeah, that's where they got Senator Pat Geary, right? The one from Nevada?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he's like, I know the Corleone family, and they have never done anything to me, like, they're the best. Really good human beings.
It's the same thing Trump does. When he asks for a personal apology. Not only do they win this quote-unquote case, they want a personal apology.
A personal apology, man. The balls. The set of balls on them.
Yeah, it's like the insult to injury. Like, we have to have... This means so much to us. That we know that we're lying, but we want your personal apology.
No, and also in a way, like, they're trying to make themselves seem more humane, Like, when you do this stuff, it hurts me deeply. Please, I need an apology, I couldn't sleep. You think that they care about an apology? They don't. They just want to seem more humane, Yeah. It's not about the trial. It's just that I feel that you have wronged me. Please apologize. How am I gonna sleep tonight if you don't apologize?
Yeah.
Fucking manipulating people, bro. That's been our central theme today. Is manipulation.
Manipulation. It's a fun one. It's a fun one,
man. It is. Totally is.
Manipulation of information. Then the amount of ridiculous things that have come out in conspiracy theories have just gone bonkers over the past couple of weeks. It seems like over the pandemic. I don't know if there's anything that you have found interesting within those conspiracies, or...
Oh, not really. I haven't really been up that much to date with conspiracies, so I don't know. I couldn't really tell you if I found anything interesting. Like, most of the conspiracy theories I've read are about the coronavirus. You know, like, I saw this picture of, like, a mask that had, like, a chip in it. Yeah, right. You know, there was somebody like, I found this mask and it had a chip inside. They're controlling us.
Right. Yeah. That's
you know, but I haven't, you know, like, just like, totally stupid shit. I haven't seen anything, for a while, I haven't seen anything like, well, this could totally be true. You know, like, I've seen, like, flat earth shit.
Okay, yeah. Well, there's...
You know, 5G that's gonna mind control us or whatever. Like, it's just retarded people.
There's one ridiculous one, which I thought was fake until I saw it. And that's the Pentagon made a statement through the New York Times, which I've told a few friends this already, and their response is always like, okay. Like, it kind of freaks them out. The Pentagon released a statement on the New York Times saying they had possession of off-world vehicles.
They had possession of what, sorry?
Off-world vehicles. Vehicles not made on Earth.
Get the fuck out.
I swear to the Lord. All right?
I swear to the Lord and babe Jesus. Really?
This came out, and they then backtracked that statement and made it sound softer. It was like, we're investigating, you know, this phenomenon and may or may not have things from other universes. Or something. It still sounded like pretty ominous. But
wow, that sounds totally ominous, man. So they are like admitting that they have that.
Look it up. It's possession of off-world vehicles. It came out like 2 weeks ago. I had heard it on Joe Rogan's podcast and looked it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because if they said extraterrestrial,
I think
if they said extraterrestrial vehicles, it would sound like totally
off-world. I don't know. They definitely thought about the wording of it very carefully.
Totally. Pentagon has off-world vehicles not made on this Earth, insider claims. An astrophysicist who used to work for the Pentagon's secret UFO division has claimed the U.S. military is in possession of off-world vehicles not made on this Earth. Eric Davis, who's been subcontracted to and consulted for the Pentagon since 2007, told the New York Times last week investigations into some of the materials gathered led him to conclude we couldn't make it ourselves. Yeah, that's just the U.S. being the U.S. though, right? Like, if they couldn't make it, then no fucking way it's from this Earth.
Right. Well, that now it's like, oh, we pray to God it's from other planets, because if it's from the Chinese, like, we're fucked, right? Like,
totally, yeah. If it's from the Russian or the Chinese, we're totally fucked. So I think it would be sooner be aliens than those Russian pricks. Yeah. That's like what people are hoping for. It seems like, but I don't know. That's an interesting one. That's totally interesting, though. Yeah, for real. Like, if they actually said it.
Yeah.
But it's an insider claim, though. It's not the actual Pentagon.
It's apparently like they were kicking around how to release this through the New York Times, because there's people saying that this story would have come out like weeks before it came out. There were people predicting it, and they were saying. So I think like they must have had some contact through New York Times, and they made sure like the wording was not as clear.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I see what you're getting. Wow, I mean, I totally do think that there is alien life form. I don't know if they're like small green men, but there has to be. You know, like, we can't be the only fuckers in this universe.
For sure.
You know, that would be totally sad if we're like the only fucking. You know, like, we fucking suck. You know,
exactly.
Yeah. You know, human beings, we fucking suck. It would be totally sad if we were like the only vestiges of life.
Yeah. Oh man, that's the most horrifying thing of all. It's like where it's just us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally no. And this is like we're like what, like a fucking arrowhead. No, it's not the word arrowhead. How do you call it? Like una cabeza de alfiler. Like how small we are. We're like a grain of salt in the universe, right?
Oh yeah, like the number of stars it's like 10 to the 38th power or something. Like that's how many? That's 10 with 38 zeros. Okay, like
okay. You don't even know how to fucking pronounce that big ass number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally understand.
But that's a fun conspiracy, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's an actual cool one. That one I can totally get behind. So I think we've reached the end of this week's episode. I keep saying this week. It's like, I wish we could put this out weekly, man.
Well, yeah.
I know we're gonna get back to that eventually. You know, life has to stop happening in between for all of us, you know?
It's all good. I'm excited when we can meet in person at some point.
Fuck, man, I know. We should totally have a drink sometime soon. Well, I think that you're not going to be in... Ustedes van a salir de cuarentena, no?
Apparently, today is like I can go without a police pass. Today.
Right, so I could go fuck over to your place without a police pass.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Okay, so, because, like, for example, here in my building, all the fucking concierge are, like, wannabe cops, so they're all like, no, prohibido, no puede entrar nadie. You know,
what?
Like, come on. I know, yeah, they don't let anybody in, man, anybody. Like, any time that somebody other than me and my girlfriend have come here, I had to make up shit about it.
No way.
You know, yeah, like I have a supervisor coming over and he's going to get, like, you know, I work for a bank, so he's going to grab some bank accounts. I don't know. I got to make shit up.
Oh, wow. They still can? They can still be, like, total pricks about it, even though it's past... But you're in Ñuñoa, right? So it's like the quarantine's different?
Yeah. I mean, I guess they can be total pricks about it. I mean, they certainly are being total pricks about it. And I get it, you know? Like, I guess they don't want people having parties or shit like that, but they could at least limit, like, you know, okay, have one person come over.
Yeah, no.
You know, like, for the podcast, the other one that I do, I have to go over to this fucker's house because where he lives, he has no problem. Like, the concierge don't say anything. They let people come in.
Okay.
But his internet is horrible, and he has no tables. You know,
he has no tables.
Because he just moved into this new place.
Ah, cool.
So it sucks, you know, his internet sucks, so we can't do live streams there, and I gotta go there and sit on the floor. So it's like, you know.
Ah, man.
But yeah, we should totally meet in person soon, man.
For sure. Yeah,
we should totally have a drink or two.
I want to get the fuck out of my apartment. Like, anything it takes.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. I know how that... Sorry, man. I know how that feels. Being locked in and not being able to go anywhere.
Yeah, Gosh, I just want to start manipulating people and do a ring of prostitutes.
Yeah, a ring of prostitutes. You want to start pimping some bitches out.
Start pimping some hoes out.
Yeah, pimping some hoes. You know, it's hard to get money these days. You know, money's hard to come by.
I empathize with these people that are the Jeffrey Epsteins of the world.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you got to make yourself some money. You know.
All right, what else gonna do, man? Buy an island in the Virgin Islands, man. Get your own jet and start prostituting some 15-year-olds. What else can you do? Yeah,
totally. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for this week's episode. Hopefully next week we'll have another episode. And I want to thank everybody for listening to What Wea Podcast. We're still here. We haven't fought. We're not ending the podcast, nothing like that. It's just been a bit harder.
No, totally understandable.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just telling the audience, so they don't get scared. Whenever this podcast ends, we'll let you know. We're not going to be like that big of pricks and like just leaving and not telling you.
Yeah, we have your best.
We're not advertisement agencies.
We have your best interests in our heart, and we take your feedback very seriously.
Yes, we do. Okay, so that was it, and listen to you next time. Besitos. Goodbye. Ciao.